Welcome back, everyone. I'm Doug Reardon.
And I'm Janice Allen. Many people are starting to get those stimulus checks this week, but we're starting to hear about some who've gotten money for family members who've passed away.
So the question now is, what do you do with that money, and can you keep it? And not to mention, why was it given in the first place? Our Annie Satowski explains tonight.
A few families in West Michigan may be getting a little more money than expected from COVID-19 stimulus checks.
Somebody may have filed a tax return in 2018, and today they didn't file a 2019 because they were deceased, or they filed a deceased tax return late, or they haven't filed that yet. So the IRS does not know that that individual's not with us anymore.
David Eckelbarger, certified public accountant and president of EHTC Business Consultants, says in the IRS's attempt to get people money as soon as possible, there may be some unintended consequences, like people getting money they shouldn't have.
For example, a situation where your grandparents and your grandmother passed away, and she was on your 2018 tax return, and then on the 2020 tax return, we do the calculation, there should have only been one check that was received for the $1,200. So there'll be tax due or a payment due back to the government at that time is how I believe this is all going to come together. So
with that in mind, Eckelbarger says families who get a check or direct deposit like this need to be cautious.
What I fear is people get all excited and they get a check for $2,400 for the two people, and then they go spend that money and then get the big surprise that in, April of 2021, they owe $1,200. And I think that's going to happen to some people.
If you haven't gotten any money yet, there could be a few reasons why.
Everybody's going to have a little bit different situation. Did they file their 2018 tax return? Did they file their 2019 tax return? Does their income qualify?
Also, if you owe child support or are under debt collection.
There are certain agencies that have agreements with Treasury, and child support is one of those. So if there is some back child support, and there is a stimulus check that's going to be received, the Treasury can redirect that, and I think they have the right to. You do have it direct deposited into your bank account, and there is some type of levy against your bank account that could come out of your bank account as well.
If you're unsure about where your money stands, Eckelbarger says the IRS website is updating their FAQ section every day. Just keep in mind, it's running slower these days with everyone logging on.
If the system doesn't work for you today, I would certainly try until you find out where your check is at.
And if you've gotten some money by mistake, Eckelbarger says the best thing to do, especially if you've gotten a printed check, is to hold on to it.
At the end of the day, the only way to send that back is going to be, I believe, on your 2020 tax return in April of 2021. So it's going to essentially be a loan.
All right. Hi, guys. Joining you from home here. The trials and tribulations of working from home here. We had some frozen video. But long story short, as you heard there, the IRS is working with old data. We're talking about your 2018 tax returns. So if perhaps a family member passed away in 2019 and you didn't get a chance to file your 2019 taxes yet, the IRS doesn't know that that person passed away. So they're just trying to get the money out there as quickly as possible. Bottom line, though, if you did get money for someone who has passed away or that doesn't belong to you, set that aside, especially if it is a printed check, because then we're getting into legalities that you don't want to be in. So set that aside and save it until we learn exactly what you should do with it. From home tonight, Annie Satowski, Fox 17 News.